Okay, well, I accidentally stopped recording. Was trying to pause it. Okay, I do know it was a quadratic. This is not going to be on the test. I will give you a little heads up on it, though. I went through and did a quadratic regression, which is a technique we haven't discussed in this course, and actually came up with a sub n is equal to 2n squared minus 4n plus 7. But I cheated. I used the calculator to do that. I was trying to do it intuitively and was getting stuck. So for example, if I find a sub 3, I take 2 times 3 squared minus 4 times 3 plus 7. 9, that's 18. 4 times 3 is 12 minus 12 plus 7. 18 minus 12 is 6. 6 plus 7 is 13. And I think you'll find I graphed that equation. I graphed the points. Like the first term is 5, second term is 7. On the calculator, you see that equation goes right through those. All right, but that is not going to be on the test because we have only really dealt with arithmetic sequences, although I think we could do something like this, just given a rule and find the terms. All right, first 5 terms of an arithmetic sequence. A1 is 3. D is 4, so let's just go up by 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. 15 plus 4 is 19. Okay, here A4 is 10 and A10 is 28. A10 would equal to A4 plus, we've got 6 times from 4 to 10 that we would add D, so I'm going to put plus 6D. And A10 is 28. A4 is 10. If I subtract 10 and divide by 6, okay, I got the right things here. It's not working out evenly, that's why I hesitate for a second. 14 thirds, that's what D is equaling right now. Okay, so A1, or A sub n, is equal to A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D. And let's say the 10th term is A sub 1, not the 10th term, be careful, I got to be careful. The 4th term, n is 4, that's 4 minus 1 times 14 thirds. So 10 is equal to A1 plus 3 times 14 thirds. That cancels. So 10 equals A1 plus 14. And if I subtract, I get A1 is negative 4. So I'm going to go negative 4. I think I'm going to go mixed number with this now. 3 times 4, so that's 4 and 2/3. D is equal to 4 and 2/3. Negative 4 plus 4 and 2/3, that's negative 4, and that is 2/3. 4 and 2/3 plus 2/3, that's 4 and 4/3, but that makes 5 and 1/3. 5 and 1/3 plus 4 and 2/3, that's 9 and 3/3, which is 10. That's a good thing. And then 4 and 2/3, that makes 14 and 2/3 for you, Gabriella. All right, so there's 15. Now number 16 let's find the formula for a sub n described here. Just write the general formula first, and then find the sum of the first 25 terms of the sequence. So a sub n what are we trying to do? Find a formula for a sub n. Okay, so a sub n is equal to a sub 1, which is 100, plus, generally speaking, n minus 1 times negative 3. So a sub n is 100 minus 3n plus 3. So a sub n is equal to negative 3n plus 103. Okay, I'm going to do the next part. Doesn't look like I gave us much room here, did I? So s sub 25, that's 25 over 2 times 100 plus, and then I'm going to take negative 3 times 25 plus 103. When I go for a sub 25, that's negative 75. That looks like 28. So a 25 is equal to 28. So 25 over 2 times 128. Okay, that's 12.5. That's 25 divided by 2 times 128. It's 1,600. So s sub 25 is equal to 1,600. All right, well, d here would be 28 minus 10 divided by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. That's d. 10 plus 9 is 19. 19 plus 9 is 28. Okay, and I was just using kind of a shortcut version of what we had before. So a sub n is equal to a sub 1. I've already written that once. I'm going to just put the values in this time. 10 plus n minus 1 times 9. So a sub n equals 10 plus 9n minus 9. So a sub n is equal to 9n plus 1. Now, a sub 25, I'm interested, is 9 times 25 plus 1. For the second part we've got to do, because we've got to find s sub 25. Let's see, 9 quarters, isn't that 225? A sub 25 is 226 then, when I add 1. So the sum of the first 25 terms is 12.5 times 236. $2,950. All right. Okay. Circle the parts that they asked for here. All right. Now 18, find the partial sum. So like 2 times 1 minus 3 plus 2 times 2 minus 3 plus, and so on, till we get to 2 times 10 minus 3. And I'll put those in brackets also. So this is 2 minus 3. That's negative 1 is the first term. 20 minus 3 is 17 is the 10th term. So S sub 10 is what we're doing here. You could figure each one out individually and do that, but you don't have to. Is equal to 10 over 2 times negative 1 plus 17, which equals 5 times 16, which is 80. All right, there you go.